Hello, my name is Sharon Tulsiani. I'm a certified yoga instructor. I have been teaching yoga as my love, as my passion for the last 12 years. And I'm very thankful and grateful for this opportunity given to me to interact with you at the school. So I hope you enjoy these videos that we've put together for you today. And it's very basic, very simple. It's a full body workout. We're looking to invite some mindfulness, some awareness of breath into body movement, and linking it all together for well-being. Gently flower open your eyes. And we'll begin by coming up to standing, please. So come up to standing and we'll meet up at the top of our mats. So as you arrive to the top of your mat, separate your feet to be hip-width apart, please. Look down at your toes. Spread them open so they really push deep into the ground, and then push your heels into the ground. Lift your chest up, roll your shoulders back, turn your palms to face forward, and let your crown extend to the sky. So you're standing strong. This is your mountain pose. So strong as a mountain, visualize a mountain, and notice how deeply the mountain stands into the earth and feels that lift all the way to the top of its tip. So we'll come into some moving mountain movement, please. So when you inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels up and lifting your arms to the sky. So finding a sense of balance. And then as you exhale, release your arms down and let your heels connect back to the floor. So moving with your breath. Inhale, sweep up, lift up and lengthen. Exhale, release down and ground your heels. Let's do that 4 more times, please. Breathing in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, lower down. So keep a steady gaze to a point which doesn't move for you. That keeps your focus and balance. Last 2, please. And exhale. 1 last time, please. Big breath in. And you can sigh it out and lower down. Very good. Now separate your feet so that they're slightly wider than hip width apart. So we take a bigger base of support. Sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and we take the swaying palm tree as you exhale over to your right side, please. Inhale and sweep back up. Exhale to your left. Inhale, come up. Exhale to your right. Inhale, you come up. Exhale, left. 1 more time, please. Inhale. This time, grab hold of that left wrist and assist yourself to go a little bit deeper. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart to the sky. And then breathing in, come up. Switch hands. Grab hold of that right wrist and assist your stretch. Wonderful. Come back up. Open up your arms, keep your feet steady and strong, keep your arms loose and relaxed, and then just move side to side. Standing spinal twist. Turn your head with you. Let your arms loosely wrap around your shoulders as you turn your head and neck side to side. Just activating that spine, bringing it to a wakeful state. Fantastic. Now slow it down, try not to get dizzy. And then bring your hands to your hips. Stay with hands at your hips. Inhale and lift your heart to the sky. Take a backward bend. Now exhale, bend your knees, push your buttocks back and pour yourself forward, coming into a squatted forward bend. Drop your crown down. Inhale, sweep up, pull the knees up. Lift your spine up, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, push your buttocks back, fold your torso, forward bend. Moving deeper with each exhale. Let your neck relax. 3 more, please. Inhale, sweep your way up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, push back through the hips, lengthen your torso, lengthen your spine. Notice how you feel in that spinal column. 1 last time, please. Breathing in, keeping that lower back supported, arch back. Take a little bit deeper this time. Very nice. Exhale, bend the knees a little deeper. Fold forward, coming into forward bend. Slowly sweep your way back skyward. Draw your legs and feet together. Bring your hands to your heart. We're starting with our sun salutations. We'll move with the breathing. Inhale, arms sweep skyward. Taking a big backward bend, lift your heart to the sky. Exhale, pour yourself forward and down. forward bend. Notice how that forward bend feels. Step that right leg back, take your runner's lunge. A big step back, so you're opening up through your legs. Step that left leg back, take it to your high plank, engage your core muscles. Gently lower your knees, lower your chest, a little push up to the ground. Inhale, come up into cobra, move with your breath, lift your heart and your chest. Exhale, curl your toes under, lift your hips skyward, take that downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward to the top of your mat, lunge. Exhale, your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, arms sweep to the sides and skyward, that big sun breath, pick it up. Hands meet at your heart as you exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, pour yourself forward and down, forward bend. Lengthen that spine from your tail to the head. Step that left leg back, take it into lunge, please. Step your right leg back into plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Deep in breath into cobra, please. Lift up, feel the stretch from your belly to your throat. Exhale, take that downward facing dog. Inhale, step that left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, your right foot forward, forward bend. Inhale and your arms sweep skyward, big sun breath. And hands to heart center. One more round the same way, please, warming up the body. Inhale a big breath, sweep those arms skyward. Exhale, pour yourself forward and down. Right leg steps back into lunge. Left leg into high plank. Hold those core muscles in. Gently lower your knees and your chest to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, lunge, please. Exhale, left leg forward, fold. Inhale and your arms sweep skyward. Exhale, hands to heart. One last time through the left side now. Take a deep breath in. Arms sweep up. Exhale, folding forward. Exhale, left leg back to lunge. Exhale, right to plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Cobra as you inhale the breath. Downward dog as you exhale. Step your left foot forward as you lunge. Step your right foot forward to a forward bend. Inhale and your arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms and hands come alongside the body. Allow your eyes to close. As you stand steady in mountain pose, watching your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling the breath. Observing the rise and fall of the belly and the chest. Allow yourselves to go through a few shoulder rotations. So roll your shoulders up and down, clockwise, counterclockwise. Once the shoulders are rolled, allow your neck to roll clockwise and counterclockwise for a few counts. And just notice how that cervical spine feels. And then slowly let your head float back to neutral. Allow your eyes to flower open. Taking a big breath and let it go with a sigh. So the next segment will be on the ground, so you can come prone on your bellies. So your heads will be at the top of your mat. Your legs will be back behind you. So get comfortable in that way, please. Belly on the ground, legs on the ground. Let your forehead connect to the floor, please. Let your arms stretch forward to the top of your mat. Let your hands be shoulder distance apart. And then open up through the palms of your hands like you're holding the floor down with your hands. Now push into your fingertips and lengthen your arms. Very good, like someone's pulling you forward. Now keep your hands planted and roll your shoulders back so you keep your neck long. Take your awareness to your hips. Draw your hips together as you pull your belly into your back, and then let both your legs float off the ground. Imagine someone's holding the tops of your feet and lifting them off the floor and then pulling them away from your hands. So get long in those legs. Get a good stretch over your thigh bones. Feel the stretch over your knee bones, over your shins, your ankles, your feet. Kick up a little bit higher. Feel that energy in your lower back. Beautiful. Take another full breath. And then as you exhale, lower your legs back down. Notice how your breathing changed here. Anytime your belly compresses to the floor, the breath pattern changes. Now take your arms, open them out, side to side, east to west. So you're lengthening from your sternum to your fingers. Roll those shoulders down again. Very good. Now keep your feet planted for this one. Now keep the tops of your feet into the earth. And then as you inhale, use your arms as aeroplane wings to lift your head off the floor, to lift your chest off the floor, and to get your ribs off the ground. Beautiful. Let those arms roll back a little bit. Very good. Now keep your feet firmly planted exactly the way you are. Just keep moving through your ribs up. Keep rising. Use the upper back muscle strength. Use the strength of the neck. Work those muscles in your body. Very good. Now keep your arms and hands, the torso where it is. Kick your legs up in the air. Full expression of the locust pose. Beautiful. Now if you feel you can take your hands behind you and lace your fingers, go ahead and do that. See if you can add that into your pose today. How your body feels. Nice. Kick those legs up a little more. Move those hands away from the buttocks. Kick up a little further. Nice job. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down, please. Unlace your fingers. Make a little pillow with your forearms. Rest your cheek to one side. Bend your knees. And give your legs a little bit of a windshield wipe. So let them rock side to side. Side to side. Nice. That's a little spinal twist for you when you're on your belly. It's a nice easeful stretch. Very good. Now keep your legs where they are. Keep the knees bent. Relax the movement of the legs. Bring your forehead to the ground again and take your hands behind you to reach for your feet. So use your right hand to grab hold of the right foot. Use your left hand to grab hold of the left foot. Try and reach for one foot if you cannot reach for both feet, and then take your time when you get to the other side. Very good. Now if your knees opened up wider than usual, you want to again bring your knees back in together. So try and bring your quads and your thighs to connect. Very good. Now keep bringing your heels towards your buttocks. Bend your elbows a little bit to the sky. Keep your forehead into the ground. If you feel this is plenty of a stretch for you, this is where you will be. So choose to be here. But if you're looking to open up your spine a little more deeply today, you begin to activate your legs. Push your feet into your hands. Your knees will come off the floor. Your head will come off the floor. Your chest will peel off the floor. So you decide what's good for you today. The full pose or just being on the ground holding your feet. Now if you're all the way up, notice if you can rock a little forward and backward with your breathing. So you're able to massage your belly and all your digestive muscles resting in your belly. Beautiful. Now when you feel complete, slowly lower back down. Release one leg back behind you and release the other leg back behind you. Make a little pillow with your forearms one more time. Rest your cheek to one side And then bend your knees, give yourselves a little bit of a rock with your legs side to side. Observe how your breathing is over here. Now gently let your legs extend back behind you. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. So press your palms under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest up and rise into a strong cobra pose. We just did that through the sun salutation. Let those shoulder wings melt down. Let your chest open up forward. Draw your hips together so your lower back muscles are long and strong. Now curl your toes under. Lift your hips to the sky. Take your downward facing dog. And give yourself 5 deep breaths here. Bring that chin towards your chest. Gaze at that space between your knees to the wall behind you. Spread your toes. Let your heels ground so you're really getting in a wonderful stretch through the backs of your legs. Observe your calves, the backs of your knees, the backs of your thighs, your hips, and your entire spine as you feel the blood gushing to the crown of your head. Take another big breath and let it go with a big open mouth sigh. Come onto your tiptoes. Take tiny baby steps and walk to the top of your mat. Coming to that forward fold, what we did in the initial part of practice. If you may need to soften your knees a little bit, you can do that if that relaxes your back, or stay with straight legs, however it's most comfortable. Now grab opposite elbows, bend both your knees a little bit, drop your head down, and ragdoll, rocking your spine side to side, easing your spine from the backward bends you just did on the floor. And then very gently ease the movement, fall back to neutral. Let your arms dangle. Sweep your arms skyward, take in that sun breath, pick your gaze up, let your hands meet and greet, and bring your hands to your heart center. Relax your arms down, let your eyes close as you stand back again, strong and steady into your feet in mountain pose. Spreading your toes and grounding your heels. Lifting your heart and shining it forward and extending the crown of your head skyward. Observe your inhalation from your nostrils to your belly and from your belly to your nostrils. Feel the belly, the ribs and the chest open up and expand. And notice the belly, the ribs and the chest contract. Gently flower open your eyes with a few blinks. The next segment will be a seated segment. So get comfortable and sit down on your mats and extend your legs forward. So when you extend your legs forward, flex your feet. Point your toes skyward as you push your heels into the ground. And then take your hands to your hips so you're able to stretch your hips into the floor and feel your sitting bones ground down. So you're strongly planted through your hip bones. Lift that chest, roll the shoulders back, lift your arms to the sky and stretch your body. And then extend, wiggle a little side to side. See if you're able to lift your ribs away from your hips and create a little more space in your torso. Beautiful. Now sit strong. Find a strong seat. Flex your feet. Keep your palms parallel. Lengthen your torso. Take in a big breath and hinge forward like someone's pulling you forward as you reach for your legs, your feet, your ankles. If you don't reach your toes today, no problem. You can rest your hands onto your knees, your shins, or your ankles. Let the weight of your head be relaxed. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Focus on some deep breathing so you're able to notice your belly contract and expand. And with that breathing, see if you can move a little more forward in your stretch. How good does it feel through the backs of your legs here for you? Taking 3 more big breaths here in seated forward bend. So we do forward bends from standing, we do forward bends from seated, and they feel very different within the body. Taking another big breath, please. And then very gently to come out of it, reach your fingertips forward, and then begin to peel yourself back skyward. Fabulous. Relax your arms down. Now keep your right leg extended, bend your left knee in towards that right inner thigh. So that's like a half butterfly position. You turn your torso to face forward, you flex your right foot, you lift your arms skyward, taking a big breath there, and then again hinge forward from your hips and reach wherever you can comfortably arrive. Again, notice how do you feel across your back body. The left side of your lower back, the left hip, the right side of your lower back, the right hip, and the length of that entire right leg as you surrender over that right thigh bone, knee joint, and shin bone. Breathing in and exhaling out. See if you can go a little bit deeper on the next breath. Beautiful movements. And then with your next inhale, slowly peel yourself back skyward. Release your arms down. We switch legs. This time you lengthen your left leg forward. Take your time. Take that right foot, place it into your left inner thigh. Turning your torso forward so you're facing your leading leg. You lift your arms up, reach up, and then you pour yourself forward and down. See where you arrive. See where you're able to grab that foot. Are you able to reach for your toes? Are you able to reach for your ankle? Are you able to just place your hands on your shin or your knee? 5 more big breaths there. Try and lower that right knee to the ground so you can open up through the right inner thigh muscles. Notice how both ends of your lower back feel. How are the sensations through the back of your leg on that left side? Are you able to melt your heart a little more towards your knee? Taking another full breath. And let it go with an open mouth sigh. Breathing in, extend your arms forward. And slowly peel yourself back skyward. Relax your arms down. We do one more final stretch, please. This will be wide-legged. So in the previous segment, we did a standing straddle. Here we will work on a seated straddle pose. So you notice how wide are you able to take your legs out this afternoon. Take your hands to your thighs, hold on to the thighs and spin them in. So that gives you a nice little sense of alignment. Yes, it's a little hard, but it's all good. Flex your feet, please. So push into the heels and point your toes to the sky. You can bring your hands to your shins and lift your spine up and roll your shoulders back. Now some of you may be just very comfortable here and this is enough for you today. It's all right. If you're looking to go a little deeper, lead your arms to the skies. This may be plenty. If you're looking to go deeper, hinge forward, pour yourself down. See where you're able to plant your hands on the ground. You can just barely even push into your fingertips and relax your shoulders back. This may be too much sensations for some of you along your inner thighs. If it's too much, you can always walk your hands back in or bring them back onto your thighs and knees. But if you're comfortable to go deeper, with each outgoing breath, walk your fingertips a little further forward, please. Let your shoulders relax, let your heart melt. Let your breath begin to deepen on every exhale. So you allow yourselves to surrender and let go. Sigh out your final breath in the posture. And then with your next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands back in. Sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. We'll do one balance pose from seated. So let's bring our legs in together, please. Balance on the sitting bones, so you can bend your knees, keep your heels on the ground, lift your spine up. Hold on to the backs of your thighs, balance on your sitting bones, and lift your heels off the floor. If this is enough for balance today with your hands holding your thighs, you're more than welcome to stay here. If you're looking for the full boat pose, let your arms stretch forward and you can hold. Give yourself 5 breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Keep the belly pulled in. See if you can kick your legs up a little higher. There we go. Good job. If you're able to work those hamstrings, kick your legs forward. Try to straighten them. That adds a little more power in your belly. You all look amazing. Take in another full breath. And then as you exhale, bring your knees back in towards you. Lower your heels back to the ground. Join the soles of your feet. And then offer yourself a few butterfly stretches to stretch into the groin with a tall spine. This is especially good if you are into a lot of sports. You want to stretch through the hips, the lower back, and the pelvis. Join your legs and thighs and inner thighs together. And let's make ourselves comfortable. We can lie on our backs as we prepare to seal our practice coming into Shavasana. As you roll onto your backs, separate your legs to be hip-width distance. Arms a few inches away from the body. Palms of your hands to the sky as the fingers naturally curl. Gently rock your head to the right, to the left, and bring your head and neck back in line with your spine. Open and close your mouth so you unclench the teeth and you relax the jaws. Take that steady gaze beneath those closed eyes to look down at your heart. And take in a big breath. Sigh it out as you let your body surrender. With your closed eyes, visualize the shape of your body lying on the floor. The length of your arms, the length of your legs, your entire spine caressing the floor beneath you. The front body merging into the back body as the back body merges into the ground. 21 deep abdominal breaths as you use this time to witness your breathing. Watching the breath move in through the nostrils and travel down to your belly. And then watching that breath rise up from your belly, move upwards and move out of your nostrils. It's just the breath and you. Let all peace surround you. Very slowly at this time, please allow your breath to deepen again. As the breath begins to deepen, let awareness travel back to your resting body on the ground. Begin to gently move your toes, wiggle your fingers, Roll your head from side to side. Extend your arms overhead as you give your body a gentle wake-up stretch, lengthening from fingers to toes. And then as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give your body that one final compression against the floor as you pull the knees into your belly. Keep your knees at your chest. Open up your arms into T position so you're lengthening from your heart to your fingers. And then drift your knees over to the right, head to your left. As you come into a spinal twist, just to scan and notice how your body feels at the end of your practice. And let's take this to the other side. So when you breathe in, pull the knees to center. As you exhale, take the knees to the left. Your head rolls to the right. Noticing the sides of your spine, your shoulders, your hips. And then bring the knees back to center as you hold onto the tops of your knees. You gently take a few rocks again, and then eventually arrive onto your right side on the ground into fetal position. So just take that opportunity to hang out on your right side, noticing, checking in, looking within, asking yourself how you feel at the end of your practice today. With your next breath in, slowly ragdoll your way up to seated, please. And then again, find a comfortable seat. If you'd like to sit in cross-legged, in hero pose, or legs wide. Lift your heart, let your shoulders melt down, let your eyes close, and let your arms open up to the sides. Turn your palms away and take that last sun breath. Gather in that energy as your arms begin to sweep up. You draw in the strength, the stretch of the practice to come together as your hands come to meet. You bring your hands to heart. You take this moment and thank yourself. Honor this time that you offered yourself to be on your yoga mats as you drew this awareness, this peace, and this sense of meditation into your practice today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.